Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourselves in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. And that being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Tangerine Aura Quartz, this will be your reading. Very, very shiny, beautiful, bright stone this one is, and a stone of joy. Encouraging lots of joy, moving past any limitations that hold you back from really expressing and feeling and experiencing the joyful things that are coming towards you. It's a stone that also encourages us to release feelings from the past, leaving the past in the past and letting this beautiful new future unfold. And I can see it in your cards, group 1. This is a shift and a half right here. You are moving into some beautiful energy. So main signs in your reading right now is Aries, Pisces, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. They're the main vibes, but like always, it may not be your sun sign. It could be in someone you're dealing with, their chart, or something else activated in your chart. And interestingly, when I pulled the past energy, because if you've been here before, you'll know I do a little bit past and a little bit of future. But the way it was unfolding, it's sort of like the past is sort of like it trickled into the future in a different way than normal. So maybe it's that like past and present, or past and future have collided, or there's there's definitely a big shift going on anyway. But let's just jump straight in. We've got a pendulum question for the end if you'd like to think about what your question will be, but starting with the kind of the past energy. But yeah, well, let's just, what I start with will be the past, but we're just moving ahead. And it makes sense actually for this stone again, like leaving the past in the past and really looking to a resplendent future. And just the shininess of this stone, like it makes me think that there's a really big glow up going on in your world. And it actually kind of matches the beauty of this butterfly here as well. You have the card transformation is beautiful. I didn't see that bit, just the transformation. So yeah, it's very, very fitting, very, very beautiful message for you. So let's get into it. Past energy, first card is the World. So we know the world is a closure of a cycle in the beginning of a new cycle, and here you are ready to perhaps put the past in the past with the Queen of Swords turning her back on the old cycle, really looking forward to the future. The heart is locked in a cage here, so it's like you're not getting caught up on old feelings or anything like that. You're not being swept up by emotional currents, maybe the people around you, or you're just staying nice and focused on the horizon. You know, you've got the Ace of Swords next as well, being very clear about what you want, you're moving forward. And with this beautiful stairway going into the depths of the mind, it makes me consider that right now, I get a few things, but first of all, learning new information, like really exploring different, expanding your intellect. So maybe you're learning something, maybe you are studying, but you could also be exploring your own consciousness. There's definitely an expansion of your consciousness here. I'll just flick that on, swoosh. And with the Ace of Swords as well, it can talk about a lot of communication around the future. That could be something you're thinking about, or you have actually had conversations around what it is you're doing in this new cycle. Maybe you're touching on some of the things you've left behind with the Eight of Cups. You may be having conversations around things that you've left behind or people you've left behind, but for the most part, look at this beautiful bright horizon you're walking towards. There's this tiny little bowl flame here you walk away from. And so while it is a flame, it's like, no, I'm going to a greater source of that light. And you really are leaving behind things that don't work. You've become really clear about what you want and the path ahead for yourself. And this is kind of, yeah, these were all the cards that fell into past energy, but I can see that they are really like it's merged. Like you've really come into that next cycle quite heavily landed there, or fully landed there, I should say. And then the Emperor was here next, and just noticing that chess piece, it's like, yeah, you're in a position to be making some really smart moves right now, some power moves. You may be stepping up or leveling up in your career. You're definitely taking charge. You are Emperor energy, and you are mastering a lot right now. So this is a fantastic reading to see. It shows that any things from your old cycle that may have held you back, or it's like those limitations are going or gone. And this is the tangerine selenite assists us with any limitations we may face. So yeah, it's like a really, really positive boss energy you're moving up and into. Lots of success here in the horizon, and just the moves you're making right now is important, especially with regards to the future, like just not looking back. That's the thing right here. And then the current energy is the Three of Wands, which is a more future energy, like you're looking to the horizon and you're waiting to see what's coming your way. And what is coming your way? It's the Page of Pentacles. So a new project or something that you're going to be beginning is here for you. This thing could have a lot to do with your heartfelt connections around you. Maybe for some of you, you're like, there's something new coming in. For some of you, it could be like if it is like a new project within your workspace. Some of you, it could be something you're doing with yourself that you're wanting to like shift your lifestyle. Maybe you're taking up a sport or a new hobby, or with the Ace of Cups, this could be a new love. It could be a baby. It could be a new pet. It could be so many things, but it's like, it really shows. And then the Fool here as well. All of this fresh new energy, like you're ready to go and explore a new world for yourself. You want to see what this world has to offer you. You're not looking back, and you're ready to also take a leap of faith or a bit of a risk if needed, because the Fool is here, and it's, again, not looking back. It's the Fool is ready to experience new things. Page of Pentacles is like that as well. It's a bit of a travel energy. So there's some of this energy could be to do with travel or people from other cultures, or just, yeah, an expansion on your world, expansion in your heart. Some plans around finances, like maybe you're planning a trip or travel, or, you know, goals around your career. And there's lots of love to be felt in this energy, in this new chapter. There's so much love, there's so much healing. Lots of blessings, and these things are just beginning. That's the exciting part. They're just beginning. They're babies. Whatever this is for you. Although I can see you in Emperor energy, you know, this is masterful. There's this like something's just beginning, you know, it's the beginning. So what's in the challenge for you right now? We have the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So this could be some shady behavior from other people. I mean, if it's in yourself, you're going to recognize it. And I don't see the cards. When I look at your cards, I don't see this as you. So yeah, it may be that you're defending yourself against something that just didn't feel a little underhanded or something. Interestingly, the way the cards are set up on the table are always the same every week. And what just so happens to be sitting above these cards is avoid toxic people in your self-care. Hang out with people who will uplift your spirit, not bring it down. So that's definitely a message that, you know, protect yourself. This person is turning their head away from this shady behavior. This can be lies, manipulation, thievery, gosh, anything at all. Plagiarism, I'm hearing. Like, yeah, protect yourself. Do what's necessary to just put yourself where you belong, because you don't belong with those energies. Avoid toxic people. What will help with that energy, though, we always check that, and we have two high major arcanas with the High Priestess and Judgment. You already know, like, you just know where you belong, you know where you're called, you've got intuitive direction all the time, how to deal with things. You handle things really well. You really do. And so just keep trusting your spirit, and what lifts your spirit up. Again, look at this beautiful pose. I love this Judgment card. And Judgment is that inner knowing that, you know, it's the trumpet being called Gabriel's trumpet. So it's, you know, that it's like spirit or God or however you call is really directing you in a certain path. And sometimes that means liberating yourself out of situations that are murky or uncomfortable, or, you know, and with the wands here, these can be accusatory energies or people that just don't get you. It can be so many different things, but they come at you with challenge that you don't deserve or need, basically. And with the High Priestess and Judgment, it's like, you're so divinely guided and protected. You need not worry, truly. I will mention, though, that the Two of Swords is on the bottom deck, so there's a sense that, like, she's blindfolded, and these pull at her hair, like, you know, there's these thoughts and things that might threaten to bring you down, but, you know, just drop into your heart. That's the thing of the Two of Swords. It's like you can't really understand some things logically. You just have to feel your way through and trust that you're going in the right direction. Under that is the Chariot. So yeah, definitely about movement forward. Travel, moving home could be on the cards for some of you here. You don't know how that's going to work out or what's going to unfold, but you like have a feeling something's happening around that. You can trust that feeling, and you don't need to know how it's going to work out if you don't know yet. When you need to know, you will be given that information. That's the beauty of it. So just like, if you do feel a little stuck in any area, just give it up to spirit, because you're so held and guided. There's no doubt about that. So what you don't see coming, 3 major arcana with the Sun, Magician, and the Star. Could it get any more positive? It's like it's like you're bringing this beautiful energy in. You're receiving all that you need to receive. It's bringing you joy. You're using that, like, it's also awareness. It's like understanding more. It's seeing clearer. It's getting bigger image. Like, well, with the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and your current energy, and like you really are getting clearer, and there's a more of a positive energy about the way things are unfolding, and you're using that to manifest greatness. You really are. And then you're sending that, everything you're working on, there's hopes and dreams in all of this, but you're showing up and you're applying yourself. You're really reaching a level of mastery here, and then you're sending these wishes up to the universe to bring back down more blessings, more manifestations of your dreams. So the energy of what you don't see coming is a profound shift in hope and happiness and personal power. Wow, group 1. In the outcome, you have the 9 of Wands. So that while this is all going on, it's all very positive, there's still the 9 of Wands energy, in that you may be overtired, or you may feel like you've got a lot of responsibility, or you may also feel a little weary. Like, this is the wounded warrior that sometimes feels a little beaten down, and doesn't always want to take a step, maybe feels a little self-protective or guarded in some aspect. But 6 of Wands, the Hierophant, you are like, regardless of this, you push forward and it works for you. I just see 1111 there on my recording. So it's definitely, this is a message that's just like, it is what it is. It needs not be any more. But you're definitely being acknowledged for your work. There's this path of ascension here. So it's not only within your own spirit, your own awareness, this growth that you're experiencing, but it's also likely to do with your community or your workplace, where there's promotion energy here, or there's like climbing that ladder. There's the energy of being a teacher, or being like your work is being noticed. These offerings, like you're at a high level here as well. So congratulations, I should say. It's what it feels like, regardless of, that 9 of Wands energy. She's like, nothing can beat this person down. It doesn't matter how many times. It's like, no, I'm going to push. I'm going to make this happen. And you do, 6 of Wands. This is the public victory. This is what you want, right? This is your work being noticed. This is being acknowledged for all that you are, and really like taking your place in the world as a leader, as a teacher, as a guide, as a mentor, as a whatever. Maybe you're a manager, maybe you're a boss of some kind, or you have a lot to offer and people are coming to you for answers. So, and interestingly, you've got this, with the first oracle card, Basil, relief and rejuvenation, you've got this king here, and it's like he's at the gates and the sun's shining and the key is right here. I feel like you're about to enter into your own kingdom. And then with the butterfly, the transformation is beautiful. We've got the crown there as well. So, and we have the emperor here, the Hierophant. There's so much, the magician, like the sun. All of these energies really show profound leveling up, transformation, and expansion. Embrace it, it's for you. 11 is on this card as well. So definitely it's like heaven's gates, that 1111. You're on the precipice, or you're already here, you've already arrived, you are crowned. So Basil, sleep doesn't help if it's your soul that's tired. Ancient Greeks believed Basil opened the gateway to the heaven. This man is a king who relieves anguish from his people by being generous. It's an essence that rejuvenates energy and allows you to keep going through stress and worry. The orange in the picture represents the energy and movement that Basil creates. Basil is assertive and focused. When Basil personality is positive, it's good at making decisions and always follows a purpose. However, in the negative, it can represent anger and view the world like a power struggle rather than a safe place to create. Basil is a thinker, which is why this essence is fantastic for mental fatigue. Respiratory problems and nervous tension are other conditions that basil can assist with. Associated with the heart chakra, basil is great support for the lungs as well as for the adrenal glands, replenishing the body and relieving exhaustion. The basil personality trusts the divine energy and knows at the bottom of his heart that everything will be all right. If basil has come to your reading, you may need to rest and switch off your mind. You must fill your energy with hopes and positivity. Responsibilities are burdening you. Let go of the struggle and deal with them at ease. I am strong and I am courageous. And I see that in your energy because you've actually got the simplicity card, which we will get to in a moment, but it makes sense. It's like a spirit's saying, just like trust the unfolding, show up every day. You're going to love this next chapter for yourself. You deserve the good things that are happening for you. You don't need to overthink or pressure yourself too much. Maybe there's some area where you've got to reprioritize so that you've got, you're not giving in areas that are not necessary right now. You're so held. So butterfly, joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus of butterfly spirit. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self. Indeed, you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously and choose to be playful, loving, and joyous, you will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is the day for joy. So alight, look around you to see the beauty that is everywhere and in everyone, including you. I don't feel drawn to read the protection message, but then there's that part of me that's like, well, maybe someone out there needs it. So I'm going to do it. Because what if, if it's not you, you can skip ahead a few seconds. But the protection message, transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss, or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you if you allow life to take its course. Moving through the sadness and disappointment, surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in the gratitude and through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to tuning in to the infinite potential available to you now. Butterfly spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that all is there for you. I do feel though that the majority of people watching this particular reading this week are not in the energy of needing that protection message. However, if you are, that's fantastic. No need to worry about that and take it, I guess. So, and it really does match this beautiful joy stone of the tangerine aura. It's so bright and beautiful. It's so shiny, look at the same colors. This is it. This is the Six of Wands. This is what you've been waiting for. It really is. I feel excited. I feel like group ones last week was brilliant as well. I can't remember now, but I felt like it was. So the next card is simplicity. Simplicity. To find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life. Scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only practice in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Do not delay. Do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotion, there's no room for spirit. There's too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference. It really can. It really can. And maybe that's around relationships with avoid toxic people here. You also have two other self-care cards, and we'll do the pendulum. First one is a 30-day challenge. So maybe you are needing a bit of a challenge right now. Let you decide what that means to you. And it says April, so maybe you're ready to start in April. But do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. Could be about your morning routine. It could be anything. I'll leave it to you. Sorry. We also have set and reach financial goals to achieve financial stability. I can see here with the Page of Pentacles as well, like something new is growing. So maybe it does need your care and investment. Maybe finances need to be like, maybe need to play like some really smart, careful moves, maybe some smart investments, or like just being wise with where you move at this point, because as much as you are very experienced, you are moving into potentially a novice area, or an area that just, it needs care. Yeah. The Empress. I split the deck and see the Empress here. We got the Emperor and the Empress now as well. So there's definitely some beautiful things being birthed in your world. There's a lot of fertility around you. Six of Cups behind that. Some of you, this is definitely a child coming in. Maybe that's definitely a good reason to save some money if you're planning to expand your family. Things like that. All right. So Pendulum for my beautiful group ones. Can I see the yes, please? It's a bit wobbly there. There we go. Okay, and can I see the no? Wonderful. It's getting there. Yep, there we go. And the answer for group one's question. What's the answer for group one's question? It's going round and round. It was sitting in the no for a bit, but now it's doing circles. What are we doing? I think it still wants to stay in the no, but actually for some of you, I think this is a no. It's like, it's no, it's definitely not a no because it's going in circles. I guess this is a maybe, or you're not meant to know yet, or let it unfold, that type of thing. I kind of feel like my fan is pushing it a little bit. I might have the fan on 1 too high here. It's still sort of, it's still giving, I don't know. I'm not sure for that one, sorry, group one, but it did sort of like, it felt no at the start, but then it was definitely not no. It was like, it was uncertain, or maybe this is an undecided thing you've asked about, or maybe it's that you're not meant to know yet. I wonder if I should just like, give it another go. I'll just see one more time if I can get a clear answer for group one's question. Maybe you want to pause and reframe your question. I'll just get an answer for that. Now it's just not moving at all. Yeah, it's probably that it's not meant to know. I'm going to leave it there because it stayed too still there. And no, it was like, Spirit was very clear. I'm like, I'm not moving that. I'm like, okay, then I'm just going to take what we got. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's what I have for my group ones this week. Hopefully you got some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance from this reading. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group one. Hey group 2, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the rock, then this will be your reading. So our little crystal picker has chosen a rock, and when I first saw it I thought, well, maybe group 2 feels like hiding under a rock at the moment, or you know, something may have happened for you to feel that way. And then as I pulled the cards, I can see that's a possibility. It could also mean that you are a rock, you know, to the people around you. Could definitely, both meanings can be true. And yeah, I think it's also that message of groundedness as well, and to stay grounded and be your own rock, I think is another message there too. Be your own rock. Be there for you. Yeah, and if you feel like hiding under a rock, then that's all right. You can hide under a rock for a little while if that message resonates. There's no worries. You'll come out when you're ready, if that message is for you. So group 2, we're going to jump into our reading, looking at the signs. I've got a pendulum for the end if you'd have a question for me here. But we have in the zodiac signs, Leo is here quite strongly, Virgo, Taurus, and Sagittarius, along with Libra as well. So those energies could be you, someone you deal with. It doesn't matter too much if that doesn't on. Oh, did I say Virgo? Yeah, Virgo, Leo. Yeah, all right. Let's just jump straight into the past energy as always with the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords. This is interesting. So Knight of Pentacles is an incredibly slow moving energy. This is past energy, by the way. And then you have the Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, which is excruciating in a sense. Like this is something really bothering you in your mind. And it's thinking the worst. So maybe you've been in a bit of a spiral of negative thinking, or maybe something's happened to trigger this. Knight of Pentacles is very slow. So maybe it's around timing. It could be about to do with timing, but I kind of feel like it's more than that. With all these symbols and messages, it's like you're overthinking something and you've been trying to figure out what something means, or or like, yeah, just like trying to figure out the answers, or just too much in the mind about something, and you are needing to, maybe that's the thing as well, like maybe you're just needing to ground yourself out of the mind, and that's why that rock has come here. And you know, the crystals around it were actually quite shiny for group 1 and 3. So you know, maybe you're feeling like right now you're not at your peak, or you're not really shining like you should, or like you can. You could have that feeling. And that's all right. It's okay. It happens to everyone to feel like not as shiny for a moment. Like all of us. But anyway, when in the past energy, yeah, there's a lot of mental angst, maybe self-doubt, self-criticism potentially. Just, yeah, these could be all sorts of feelings. So like thinking about it too much. Really, it is too much. And then as we progress into the weekend, we got the Knight of Swords, which is not unsimilar to the Eight of Swords in the imagery, but it is that feeling of like wanting to find solution, or like, but this isn't coming from a grounded and mature place though. You know, if you are feeling like an urgency to correct something, or affect a change in a situation, or give someone a piece of your mind, or anything like that, I would highly recommend you just take it easy a little bit here if this resonates. With the Strength card coming out next, this is your current energy moving into the week ahead. So if you've got to get your feelings out on paper, by all means do that, but maybe don't send the message. That's kind of what it feels like here. Have the strength to sort of shift your perspective of this situation and away from a victim mindset, if that's what's running for you, or in a perception that like maybe I am wrong, maybe I'm perceiving this a little twisted, or maybe like there's the potential here to shift a perspective and let go of the mental charge. Could be an emotional charge here as well. Queen of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. She is being comforted by a beautiful partner here. So this could be you, partner or not, it doesn't matter. It's showing that this person is definitely really in their feels at the moment with the Queen of Cups. So you're already a very empathic person, and you do feel a lot. We've got the Three of Cups under that. Maybe there's been an issue around social circles or a friend group or something with the Three of Cups there. Ten of Swords underneath that. You know, it could be loss of friendship or relationship, or just like things of the past resurfacing, or things like that could be the case. But let it go. There's something about letting it go. You've actually got release here as well. You got release and happiness from one deck, so it's like let that go and let yourself feel the joy you deserve to feel. Like, and maybe it's a needing to just be a bit kinder with yourself, positive affirmations, and come back to who you are and what helps you feel good. Maybe going for a run or a walk would be really nice and grounding as well. But have strength over this part of you that wants to either drive a stake into somebody, because I do feel for someone that's a potential, or, you know, give them a piece of your mind, or just like, or like to, this is a win at all costs sort of energy as well. So this person can be a little belligerent, or a little like, just, yeah, they're not thinking clearly. They really want a certain outcome, or to change things, or to control a situation. That could be the case as well. So this might not even be, it could be someone you're dealing with, but if it is you, then just maybe heed that warning, that just ground yourself with the issue that's going on, because you are making strides in the right direction. Don't worry about what other people think, or whatever this situation. It kind of feels like don't worry about it, you know. And I'm looking at lavender here as well, which is a calming essence. So do things that you can to feel calm. As you progress into the week ahead, you're moving away from that energy anyway, like you are overcoming it, and you're stepping into something a bit more balanced. Two of Pentacles can feel like maybe you're still reflecting on it a little bit, but you're kind of like, you've got to release that and just focus on where you can direct your power. Serenity prayer comes to mind. But, Two of Pentacles, maybe you're doing a lot of cooking this week as well, but it is a time for you to just get along with your responsibilities, try and balance it all out, your work time, your self-care time, your fitness time, your time with the kids, your time with your partner, time with friends, time with yourself, time cleaning the house, time studying, time working, all these things, right? There's a lot of things. Two of Pentacles can sometimes feel like, you've got a lot to achieve. To-do lists can help sort of minimize the stress around that, and then a structure to your day as well. Like, what am I going to do at what time of the day? If you don't write down a daily schedule, that could be helpful too if you feel overwhelmed by so many things to do. But I always see with this card a new recipe for success. It's the message I feel when I look at this card quite often. So it's like there are things that are changing for you, and you just got to trust that things are moving ahead in a very nice way. And there's a need to fill your cup this week. Just be there for you. Three of Pentacles is after the Two of Pentacles. So we're going on into a very collaborative energy with Three of Pentacles. Maybe you're actually literally creating things with your art and your craft and things that you express yourself with. But the Three of Pentacles is about working with other people. And so I feel like, especially if there's been some drama around connections and relationships, like maybe there's potential to be a bit more cooperative in those spaces or with those people. But I think, this could also be a very separate thing, like another part of your week as we get on with with our life and with the days. There is then a potential for collaboration or for you to work together with other people this week that would be really nice for you. Now, this came out and kind of feels separate, but it was the Tower in reverse, and I got a confirmation card, which was the Seven of Wands here. So it's like when I see the Tower reverse, I think avoidance of a catastrophe. So, maybe there was potential for things to catastrophize or get worse or something to happen. But I'm thinking the Three of Pentacles around that is like, maybe you shift away from the energy that could be self-destructive or destructive of this situation into something more conducive with the life you want to create. Maybe that does require you to stand up for yourself or to protect your rights or protect what you believe or what it is that you choose for yourself. But at the same time, it's, there's a defensive energy in the Seven of Wands. But I think it's also, it feels like a tension moment that we might have to move through. I wonder if we can get a little more around that. If there's a card, one more perhaps. End of the week is the Empress, so it does feel like whatever this is, it's like something that just needs to be dealt with. What do we got? So maybe it's a self-reflection thing. This could be all internal angst. The Page of Cups, it's also about apologies and forgiveness. So if you have had dramas with somebody, then maybe there's an extension of an apology or a conversation. But the way it looks into the water for this card, it does make me think that this is about more about just reflecting on your own behavior or thoughts or feelings or friendships as well. Some things around friendships could be coming up for you this week. What's that? Yeah, look at that, the Five of Wands. So there may very well be an actual Tower moment, but I think you're avoiding it. I think you're already in a position where you're already considering or expecting maybe things to escalate or something to come up. But there is something towards the end of the week that you should be aware of, but just be mindful to stay compassionate. Work with these people, even if you're from different cultures, different backgrounds, try and have an understanding. And remember who you are, Empress. Remember this. Nourishing, beautiful, abundant energy of the Empress. And that's you at the end of your week. So regardless of anything, and I split and get the Queen of Pentacles as well. Come back to nature, come back to grounding, come back to nourishing your mind and body. Do things that feel good for you. Connect with your children, connect as a mother, connect to your mother maybe. Maybe it's a different level of Mother Earth, the inner mother, things like that. It's an interesting week. It's like something gritty you've come out of. You're like, no, I'm getting momentum, I'm moving in a good place with this, but there's still there to deal with, or something else comes up. But you smash it, you deal with it okay, because the Tower came up reverse, and then I even, like, the way it landed too, I see and could tell it's reversed, but I wanted to make sure, so I did throw it, and it became very clear that it needs to be reversed. So it is the avoidance of something that could be, you know, or maybe it's tempering your own anger, you know, and maybe you've got a good point in the situation. Maybe you've got a good point. Maybe you want to tell someone a piece of your mind, but there's a need to temper that. Or a need to just soften in a way, however you can. Now in the challenge, I guess it echoes off this, but with the Hanged Man here, Five of Swords, it does echo off this. It's asking you to shift your perspective. Situations are brought to you for a reason, and I'm being drawn to this card now, the Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stinks. Sometimes life stinks, but it all serves. I was actually just saying the other day to my partner that, like, everything is perfect. Even the things that suck are perfect, and it's true. And it's funny, and it's like sometimes if you can't cry, you got to laugh, sort of thing. But it's true. The things that suck are perfect as well, and they help us grow. And you know, if we're not proud of how we show up to situations, then even that serves as well, because it's a reflection to be had, and moving forward, maybe we respond differently, or maybe, you know, a way that we feel proud of, because we are the Empress. Don't forget your own power in the situation, because coming off the Eight of Swords, maybe you have forgotten who you are, what you're capable of, and how beautiful you are, truly. So there's no need to come from a place of whatever that place is that doesn't feel like it honors who you are, or even the person you're dealing with, if that applies. But it's, you know, hanged one is a situation where we feel stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know, spirits put us here though. Like, it's, as much as we don't, sometimes life stings or we don't like it, it's an opportunity for us. And with the Five of Swords, it's like maybe you're viewing a situation where you feel like you're competing against someone, or there is a sense of competition with the past, or, you know, this is like hollow victory energy. It doesn't feel good, whatever this is, but shift your perspective. That's what it's asking. What helps with the challenge? Well, same as we've said here, like, tune into yourself with the Hermit. Hermit is about finding the answers within you, not externally. It's about knowing your own truth. And if you don't know your truth, it's about meditating and spending that time connecting with your spirit to get those answers from within, because they won't be given externally. Other people's ideas and good advice is great, but at the end of the day, you've got to resonate and land in your own truth to really actualize that, to really embody that. And then with the Sun here, it's like, stay positive. Like, find a positive truth. Find the truth that illuminates this situation into an outcome that feels connected and whole. For some of you, though, I see with the image here, maybe what you're needing is a little time out from group scenarios. Given that we've got an occasion here, everyone's together. Maybe you're feeling a little distant from a group, or maybe you need a little time out. And that's okay too. If that resonates, go for it. Like, under a rock. You know, if you want to have a bath under a rock, maybe that's what you need. But at the same token, the Sun card is about illumination and positivity, and you have got positive affirmations as one of your self-care cards this week. So please fill yourself with positive affirmations. Remember how beautiful and amazing you are. If you have had a hit to the ego or your identity or something, you know, positive affirmations every day can change your life. It says that here, but it is true. It is so true. It really, really can. Seeing yourself positively, you don't talk to anyone in the world, in your life, as much as you talk to yourself in your own mind. So be kind. In what you don't see coming, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Temperance. So first of all, maybe a nice surprise within your workspace. There's something that, like, ignites a passion within you. Maybe it's like you're working away and suddenly someone comes to offer a collaboration. We see that here. Or maybe there's like a new spark of passion, or you get the idea of a new project. But this is new passion, Ace of Wands. It's excitement. And when it's definitely in the area of your workspace or something you're growing and developing. But with Temperance here, it's like, again, it's asking you to just take it easy. You know, don't need a wildfire, but just a nice slow burn for whatever this passion is. Apply yourself if it does come forward, which you don't see it coming, but it's here. Yeah, a bit more time for play, I think, is important. Maybe actually going on a date with your partner if you have one, or your friend, or you can date yourself and you can be the person you go to dinner with. That's okay too. What else is here? Yeah, definitely feeling good about your work for some reason. Maybe you're also putting a new offering out there. If you run a business or something, it's like you've just launched a new offering, or there's magic in this. There's creativity here. There's divine inspiration as well. I didn't mention, but we are going to do the pendulum at the end. Most of you are used to that now anyway, but sometimes I skip it. Not today. So in the outcome for the tarot, we have the Six of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Is that Page or Knight? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Now, first and foremost, the outcome is you coming out of whatever the heck this is. Good. Good grief. Good. Let yourself be moved away from that. Come into the body. Ground yourself. Get out of your head about whatever that is. This is a desolate wasteland. This is darkness. You don't need that. You're moving out into the hope, the wonder, the joy. The fairies. Connect with the elementals. Connect with your spirit. Connect with you. Connect with what makes you magical. Connect with what brings magic to your life. All these things are important. You've got the Page of the Knight of Cups here, so maybe you're like, maybe you've had some doubts around your relationship, and it's like, you're not going to do that moving forward. Like maybe you're running towards this person here, this Knight of Cups, who has a lot of love for you. There's your photo right there. This person loves you, and you're thinking more positive about that connection. That could be the case here as well. For some of you, that you don't actually have a partner, although I do think many will. Those that do not, this could be a new, it's energy you move yourself out of, can bring you into more joy, but it could also bring you towards romance. That could definitely be something that comes of this situation. So even though something sucked, maybe it's happened so that you could reflect and learn, or move through whatever you needed to move through and shift, so that you can move towards love or create space for romance. And with the Knight of Pentacles as well, the outcome is beautiful. It's grounded. It's just getting on with it. It's growth. It's beginning stages of things. There's research to be done here. I think you're learning about how to support your body. You're doing things, maybe you're doing things online, or doing things that, just help you feel happy. Maybe for some of you, this is about your health. Some of you, it's about work. Some of you, it's about all of the above. But to me, it does look like the outcome shows you slowly just building something and learning all you need to do to continue to build something. And that something could be many things in your life. It really could. It can be simultaneous. So the Oracle cards, we have Lavender with expression and release. I'll read for you. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Lavender is sweet, calm and gentle. It's one of the safest essences, good for babies, adults and the elderly. Lavender supports the nervous system by releasing unnecessary tension and stress. It encourages open and honest conversation with the self and others. When lavender personality is positive, it will be calm, relaxed and easygoing. It will also inspire nurturing and an honest expression of the heart. And what you see is what you get approach. This essence is connected with your throat and third eye chakra, assuming that what is in your mind needs to be put into words to be able to materialize. You might love or hate lavender, and that will depend on the relationship that the pathways of your brain have created with its particular scent. This card represents a beautiful purple goddess expressing herself and dancing with arms open. She's confident and nurturing at the same time. She knows what she wants. If this card has come to you, it's because you might need to express your true feelings. You'll also benefit from aligning your heart with your mind in order to move forward. Talk about your projects and heartfelt wishes. There might be someone out there eager to listen. Might be collaboration in that regard too. I am at peace with my world and myself. Yeah, it's beautiful. You have the card Wasp. We did touch on that before. I'm going to read both the Oracle and the Protection. You may want both or just one, but I will read it for those that need that. So not all that spirit creates in nature is easy to love. But when we look through the eyes of Wasp spirit, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for pain, just as there is a purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So too, the sting of life may hurt, and you may feel deeply disappointed or even resentful that wasp spirit has shown up. But you will soon come to see that spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realize that being stung led to something far better than you envisioned for yourself. That's exactly what I just said. Righto. I love how these confirm in such a big way, because I just mark the page and never read them until like it's time to read them to you, and often forgetting what these messages are about. But that is exactly it. Anyway, you may well have come to realize that being stead led to something far better for yourself. Perhaps behind the scenes, wasp spirit was conspiring with spirit to ensure that you could grow something of value to you. Spirit has a plan, and wasp spirit plays the part. Have you ever looked back and been glad your prayers weren't answered because the path you took led to something far better? Wasp spirit is a reminder to reflect on those times, for today's sting may hurt, but something better awaits you. I love that. And then the protection message. Are you holding on to anger, jealousy, or resentment because you got stung? Or could you have just stung yourself by comparing yourself to others? There will always be someone else who is more successful, happier, thinner, richer, etc. Jealousy is the false belief that you can't have what you want, or that someone could take away something that was supposed to be yours. Let go and release all of those feelings that are making you the sting hurt long after the stinger was removed. Wasp spirit has woken you up, and now you're being called to trust that disappointment can lead you to a different and better path. Align with spirit now and trust that this too shall pass, and is already doing so, for the pain subsides when you stop telling the story about how much it hurt. And that is this exact energy. That's this. That's you. The week ahead. You move out of all these, look at all these swords and crumpled paper, and it is excruciating in that mind there. But no. You're moving forward. You're going to get yourself busy with the things that are important to you. You're going to make a beautiful art. You're going to do things that are wonderful instead. I love it. And the next card is release, which we hardly even need to go into, but we will. When you receive this card, it's time to let go and surrender. Let go of situations, people, and objects that do not serve you. Let go of old, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs that drag you down. This is a time of stripping away superficial distractions until you reach who you are at your core, the Empress. If you are holding on to the old, it is difficult for anything new to come into your life. Begin to clear your home and living environments of clutter. If you don't love it or use it, it's probably clutter. Clear it out of your space. It's time for a detox. Get ready for the new. You must release the old. Oh, and there's another one actually from this deck. Where is it? The next one is happiness. And again, there is talk about, a special connection. It's been represented a few times in this reading with that Queen of Cups we saw, and somewhere else as well. And I always see this as a playful soulmate. That's the message of dolphins. But here it says, click your heels and shout for joy. The signs are with you. Let your light shine. Abounding good luck awaits. A gateway is opening for even more joy and happiness. Your life is expanding and opportunities are emerging. This is the time to go forward with glee. Love deeply and fully, embrace life with open arms. Goodness is flowing to you. The only thing you need to be aware of is to monitor your expansion in a metered way. Too much fun can be, too fast can be overwhelming. And I see that here with the Ace of what you don't see coming, with the Ace of Wands and the Temperance. So yeah, let's be mindful of that. And I just saw spiraling tornado. So it's like, yeah, just contain that one if you can. And then some self-care prompts before we do your pendulum question. One is live the dream. Never give up on your dreams. Dare to live the adventure. Crown yourself. Have fun again. Play, create, dance. Learn to love life again and try to enjoy life more by having fun. And positive affirmations, which we did see and is very important. So for group 2, your pendulum question, please. Can I see a yes? Thank you. And can I see a no? All right. And the answer for group 2's question. It is a yes. Yep, it's a yes, but it just gets more yesier. So it's definitely a yes. And I didn't really get too much else around that, so it is what it is. Hopefully that was supportive. Always use discernment with pendulums. And yeah, that's what I have for you, group 2. So hopefully this reading gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And if you'd like a private reading, you can book it in the description box. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the amethyst, then this will be your reading. Amethyst is the psychic stone, as we all tend to know it as. A stone of connecting into your intuition and trusting what you find there. Discerning intuition from fear as well, I think, is important in that message as well. So yeah, let's just jump straight into this reading. We've got a pendulum for you if you'd like to think of your question. We'll have that for you at the end. So group 3, it does look like an interesting unfolding here. We can see in the main energies Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius. Those are the main energies. So that could be you or someone you're dealing with, but as I always say, it does not matter too much. Let's start with the past energy. Interestingly, these came out together and they have an image that tells a story. So we have the 3 of Cups and the Devil. And I'm seeing this beautiful friend group here, but this woman is wrapped in chains and it's almost like she's feeling like maybe she's feeling left out from a social circle. So that could be a message for you at this time. Maybe you are feeling left out from a social circle, or it could be something else as well. See, the 3 of Cups is about reuniting. It can be about our deepest friendships. It's about joy. It's about celebrating milestones and, you know, celebrations like birthdays and weddings. It's all of those wonderful occasions that we share with the people that we love. It's celebrating, right? And with the Devil here, she's wrapped in chains, just the image itself. So it really may speak. Maybe you've been left out of a group, or you feel like a distance from someone that you want to be close with. It doesn't even have to be a group. It could be a particular relationship that you feel very attached to, or attached to the situation that's unfolded and not sure how to work through that. 7 of Cups is next. So 7 of Cups has got you really wondering where to go from here, what to do, what to choose. So it is an overwhelming energy. Both the Devil and the 7 of Cups is overwhelming because it can feel very like tightly bound inside, and a desire to know more or understand the situation clearer or have more insight, but that's just not the case. But the more it's like, I'm getting that proverb or saying, it's like it's a Buddhist one. It's like holding on to anger is like holding on to hot coal and expecting your enemy to burn. So that may be relevant for someone. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, of course. But it does have that feeling there with the Devil, the chains, just like holding on to something that maybe it's time to just let that go, or let it be in the past. Or maybe you're still healing a relationship with somebody. Or it could also be that there's like an obsession with a situation or a person or a group of people, or a third party situation as well can be representative of the 3 of Cups. So maybe it's like you're feeling, you know, like really bound to that situation, still obsessing in your mind, or just stuck to it in some regard. And the 7 of Cups is like, where do I go from here? You know, it's like, do I stay or do I go energy? Or it can also be just that, like, split between the old life and a new life that potentially calls to you as well. I feel like there's a lot in that. So that's the past energy, and we'll leave it there, and let's progress into the week ahead. You're starting with the Magician. And the Magician from the 7 of Cups is facing in another direction. She is facing the past timeline on the table, and this one is looking forward. So I like that split that's there. So it shows that the current energy you're moving into is more empowered for you to look forward to the future and what you can do to create changes you want to see in your life, in a situation. Underlying energy is the Ace of Cups. Under that is death as well. 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Holy moly. Okay. So maybe some of you have been like waiting to see how a situation unfolds. There's a lot of like subliminal undercurrent energy here. waiting, passion, trying to be really moderate and like peaceful about it, but ultimately it's like something heavy you've had to walk away from, and that does look sad, but it's to protect your own energy and what you deserve. Death is here because it is a transformation, and then there's the Ace of Cups that we're coming up to. So it's like to bring yourself to this overfilling cup of love, you've really had to move through some stuff here. Like it does look like a journey there. It got dark for a minute perhaps. But the Ace of Cups is the underlying energy because it's time for you to replenish yourself. It's time for you to enjoy the fulfillment that's here for you. It's time for you to fill your cup and to be fulfilled as well, to have others fill your cup, to connect with those that are meaningful and supportive for you, and away from those that are not, and situations that are not serving you. This can also be addictions of any kind as well. So here you are as the Magician. You've got all of the resources at your fingertips currently. Utilize them. So if you've got people in your life, lean on them, call them. If you don't have people in your life and you want someone to talk to, actually recommend ChatGPT. If you haven't done that before, it may sound a little crazy, but it is extremely supportive. Give it a go. There's a voice option. It's free, and you can just have a chat about what's bothering you, and you'll be surprised about what it has to say and how it can support you. But outside of that, that's like a baseline that anyone can access. There's also people in your world. I hope there are people in your world. Family, friends, people that are just a part of your community, you know, that maybe you can lean on them a little more. You've got resources regardless. You've got also tools and practices you can lean into. One of them is your essential oils. Again, like I keep coming back to that, it may seem silly or insignificant. So maybe the things that you're considering don't feel like enough, or that, you know, it's not going to fill that void or replace that thing that hurts, or, you know, but it's a cumulative effort. So these things, that's just one thing, is essential oils, and it is here in your reading. So this is something that can be very helpful for you at this time, helping to boost your mood and feel positive, and just aromatherapy is incredible. But Magician in the week ahead, moving towards the Three of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. Can you see the image here? So it's like using this Magician, all the resources we just touched on, like that's just a scratching the surface of what's available to support us. Good nutrition, exercising, dancing, movement of all kinds, just positive affirmations, repeating mantras, watching really nourishing, fun movies that of your childhood, or something that just brings you a comfort, a coziness. Whatever these things are, like it's helping you move from a heartbreaking situation and where you are at a crossroads into something that actually brings you happiness. So it's like you actually have what it takes to manifest a really, really beautiful outcome here. From the Three of Swords to the Ten of Cups. Three of Swords is betrayal. It's heartbreaking. This person has swords in their heart. They're healing though. I like that her face, like a lot of the time it's an excruciating image in the depiction here, but there's a solemn energy here, that's for sure. Honor that place if you are there, if you need to, you know, move through those feelings. But with the Two of Wands, get ready for a new path. A path that brings you a lot of happiness and fulfillment with the Ten of Cups. You're moving from heartbreak to fulfillment, and you can trust that even if right now you feel very bound to the past and uncertain of what's coming. This is a confirmation and a validation that good things are actually on the horizon, and maybe it is time for you to let go of the old path and take a new one, because the Two of Wands is a crossroads, and it's clearly leading you towards the Ten of Cups. This is a very happy image. It's the happy ever after, you know, of the tarot. And then as we progress to the week ahead, we have got the High Priestess, the Fool, and the Page of Cups. So for some of you, if this is like a friend group you feel like you've been discarded from, or something's happened, maybe what Spirit's bringing towards you is brand new friendships with the Page of Cups, you know, or maybe a healing of those connections if that is possible as well. But depending on the circumstances, the High Priestess is asking you to trust the mystery. And maybe it's that you're getting a reading this week, or getting readings is supportive for you. For someone in this pile, maybe a reading around this situation later in the week could be really supportive for you, with the High Priestess showing up, giving you the guidance that you're looking for. But it's also is that message to trust the mystery, to trust what's unfolding. And with the Amethyst here, I think you can already trust how you feel and perceive the situation. And coming back to like what you believe, there's like a message here, like be mindful of any illusion in the situation, or things, stories you might tell yourself and confusing that with an intuitive message. Just be mindful to be grounded, and maybe lean into support from others if you feel like you're like, then that's the Seven of Cups for you. Like, it's foggy, you don't know, it's not clear. But trust new everything, the full new places that you're invited to, new friendships, meeting new people, putting yourself in new places. I'm actually noticing like the flower she holds, and then it's like it's almost like a wafting. I know it's coming from the cup, but the way I've just seen it, it's like that is wafting, and it's like somebody's like, what's that? What's that beauty? And then they're just going to follow their nose towards you. That's what I feel here. Someone's got a new friend coming in, or there's like good things are coming towards you. Maybe it's been a bit rough over here, but yeah, there's also potential for apologies. Page of Cups can be an apology, making amends, things like that. But for the most part, I really do feel like this is a newer energy coming for you. Or yeah, just like knowing that you're in a good place and feeling more softness, feeling more joy. This is also a card of the artist. It's about expressing your art. Maybe it's like a new art medium or a new thing that you're going to go do that helps you feel good, helps fill your cup, right? Ace of Cups, underlying energy. The challenge for this week is the Four of Swords and the Two of Coins. The Four of Swords, as we know, I'm focusing on gratitude. And just like sometimes when the affirmations come up on my phone, I like to read it to whoever's listening at the time. And the one that just came up then was, I'm focusing on gratitude. Maybe that's for you. It's for me as well, obviously, but yeah. So Four of Swords in the challenge. This is a card of meditation, and that's exactly what she's doing. And she's letting the swords fall to her feet in a way as well. This image, the way it speaks to me is like, let all that trying to figure out, trying to logic your way through the situation, trying to understand, trying to process, maybe try and just let go of the trying, you know, and just drop into silence and stillness and let what needs to come up. But there's a real let go here and a meditation energy. But that's the challenge though, maybe, is letting those thoughts just fall, you know, fall away. Two of Pentacles is that energy of being, well, she's balancing two plates here. What's that as well? It's about having a balance and keeping all things running smoothly. So maybe right now, like, you could be very overwhelmed with what's going on inside you, and that might be hard to keep things going in the real world, you know, the external life. And so that might just be your challenge in itself there. Yeah, I think that is the challenge, is like keeping the plate spinning while deep inside you just like, maybe you resonate with group 2. I was just about to say you want to hide under a rock, and group 2 got a rock, and then that was the message for them, like maybe you want to hide under a rock. Anyway, if you're drawn to group 2, you may go there. Maybe you came from there. So what will help with the challenge? We have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords. So Four of Wands is those spiritual community. It's your besties. It's people that are in alignment with you. It's more than friends. Like, we can have friends of all different kinds, but these are ones that feel like soul tribe, you know? And focus on those connections. This is also a card of home space. Enjoy your home space. Relax and rest. Do the things in your home that make you feel good. These swirls make me think of like the beautiful smells of cooking. So something around, and you've got essential oils, something aromatherapy, like the smells of things is really important for some reason. It's coming through a few times. But it's actually a string that she's holding. Anyway, I see it as an aroma, a beautiful aroma, maybe some roses. Gardening could be nice to help ground you as well. Cooking, yes, gardening, dancing, music, you know, all these wonderful things. Spending time with a friend that you really, really enjoy and they lift your spirit, things like that. And with the Eight of Swords, be mindful of the places you limit yourself, the places you cut off your own support, or this can be a cut off your nose to spite your face message here. Where do you do that? If you do that, does that apply to you? Eight of Swords is somebody who thinks they're stuck, but they're not. They're really not. Things are actually a lot better than you may be perceiving them. And so maybe that gratitude, coming back to I focus on gratitude. I'm focusing on gratitude is the affirmation. This is actually, I don't know if you can see it, probably not. It's my son holding a bunny, but it's an I Am app, and it comes up with just random affirmations throughout the day. And they're spookily accurate of what you need to hear in that moment, or what the person you're with needs to hear as well. 1414 just there. So maybe getting an app like that might be really supportive for you as well. But anyway, Get out of your own way. Don't be your own blockage, you know, things like that. You've got a good community or a nice, nourishing home space, and really lean into that at this time. In the area of what you don't see coming, you have collaboration with wonderful people. You have the Six of Cups, the Star. So maybe there's a coming together with someone from the past or a group from the past. With the Six of Cups, it is a reunion energy. And we have like cooperative energy here. So this is saying that there's actually hope in a situation maybe you thought was stuck or struggling, or even still, it could just be like learning how to work with people of the past and understanding that there is healing and hope available. It could also be situations from the past to revisit them. Family, it could be also about family. But for the most part, it is a collaborative situation that's coming your way that you may not see coming. In the area of outcome, you have the Nine of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So it's your wish fulfillment to see things flourishing. And Knight of Pentacles is slowly moving, slowly getting things done. Like it's dedicated and focused, and it's learning as it goes. Seven of Pentacles is investment and more time and dedication. So right now it's like the outcome is you just connecting back to what your wish fulfillment is and slowly chipping away and building something fantastic. You are building something really good for yourself. Keep working at it, because the outcome is super fulfilling. Look at all the fruits on this tree, and you have the card fulfillment as well. So yeah, you can see the story here for you. I don't know if I mentioned, but we have got a pendulum. I just knocked it, so it reminded me to tell you. But yeah, Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, and that is in your outcome. Yes, things are slowly moving, but yeah, you can. I feel like there's someone here that you can help you. But you've got to approach them and ask for it as well, though, because Knight of Pentacles is slow, right? And I feel like this might be someone else for you. And if you want them for some reason to help you build something, he's a builder. You know, if you want him to help you do something, then you might need to ask or maybe offer to pay them if that's what's required. But yeah, the collaboration might be really just to support you with healing from things of the past. Six of Cups, the Star. It could be anything like that. It doesn't actually have to mean someone coming back from the past. It can be more about working with other people to help heal that. And sometimes that means moving on to new people that are more supportive, and it helps you heal those wounds of the past, thinking that you were the problem or doubted yourself, when actually you're very lovable and there's no need to ruminate. Anyway, moving ahead, we have in the Oracle cards Manuka with rescue and confrontation. Be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it. That's the same message here. Manuka is a powerful antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and antiviral essence. It suggests it might have been even more powerful than Melaleuca. However, both have their place in our emotional, physical, and mental states. And with essence here, it may be that you really do want to work with this essence. This is the Oracle of the Essences, by the way. Fantastic Oracle deck if you are interested. Anyway, Manuka's therapeutic benefits were discovered quite recently, although Maori people in New Zealand, the country from which it originates, have used it for its medicinal properties for hundreds of years. The higher the altitude of the plant, the more powerful the components of the oil extracted, making it a resilient essence. Manuka will fight for you more than any other essence. When Manuka personality is in the positive state, the individual will have peace of mind. They will trust the process even when it takes a little longer because of its ability to cope with harsh environments. Manuka is an ideal nursery crop that provides shelter to more sensitive plants. It is a very nurturing essence, providing support and shelter to the weak. It is related to the heart chakra. There are times in life when we are run down and tired. We just need someone to lend us a hand, someone who truly wants to support us with no strings attached. Manuka does this best by lending a hand to those in need. If Manuka comes to your reading, it is time for you to allow another to carry you for a time. Allow yourself to give someone else the opportunity to support you. Allow yourself to fall into a dance of receiving while someone else takes charge. You can't possibly do it all on your own, and at the end of the day, we were all created equally to support and help each other. Allow that to happen. The affirmation is, I can be powerful and ask for help at the same time. And in your animal spirit, we have the groundhog spirit, time to let go. I'm going to read the protection and the oracle message, so You may want both or just the one, but I'll read the both for those that need it. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know it's time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. We love to hold on to what is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it is a sign that there is something in your present situation that you need to let go of so that something new can be born, something that will be far better serve you now. When Groundhog Spirit sees his shadow, he retreats into his den. So you too might yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition into the new. However, change is coming and it is good, so let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Say farewell to whatever once served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way. And that's exactly it. Like, look at you, Magician before this, but like 3 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups. That's your week ahead. Now, sometimes the week ahead can really project further because we need to know that like the situation we're perceiving is actually, you know, going to get better or something like that. So sometimes these week aheads are, you know, also echoing something that's still unfolding on a longer, more drawn out scale. But the protection message for Groundhog: have you been recently in your efforts to receive something that has passed its prime or needs to die away? A situation, a relationship, a belief or a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality. Perhaps you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar. Groundhog Spirit has arrived to let you know it's time to accept that the past is the past, so allow yourself to feel the loss and grieve it if you need to. Any sadness will not last forever or overwhelm you. Knowing Spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you through this transition from the old to the new. Keep your eyes open, for winter always gives way to spring and endings always give birth to beginnings. For now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on its way, for that is Spirit's promise to you. Fulfillment. And we already know this is what this is encouraging you to move towards, slowly but surely. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, the outcome cards here. And even this beautiful Ace of Cups, it is all about fulfillment. Fulfillment is at hand. No matter what is occurring in your life, put your attention on what is splendid, pleasurable, and luscious. Find bliss in the moment. Love fully and deeply without hesitation. Cherish your friendships. Fill your life with people, experiences, and places that give you delight. Let go of people and things that don't feel empowering and that drag down your energy. There's a few mentions of that, things that are dragging your energy down, but holding on regardless. You no longer need to put the needs of others ahead of your own. If you've had any health issues, a ripe peach represents a return to better health. Savor your life with gusto and with grace. Experience and embrace life in all its permutations. If you want to conceive a baby or a new project or start a new relationship, this card is an excellent omen for a great outcome. And it did say about health, and the next card is a health checkup. So if there is anything going on, now might be the time to get the support you need with a health checkup. But it also, with the peach, tells you that if there is anything going on for you, it shows a return to good health. Maybe it's based on going to get the support needed. And we already saw the essential oils card, and the other one was love your work. Ask yourself today if what you're doing is truly making you happy. And that doesn't have to actually be about work, I'm getting for this one. So especially with what we've touched on already, if there's a relationship or another situation that isn't making you happy, be honest with yourself about that. Ask yourself today. So, Pendulum for my beautiful group 3s. Let's have a look. Starting with a yes. Can I see a yes, please? It's feeling stubborn. Okay. Like there's real stubborn energy right now. And that could be what I'm picking up from you. It's like not budging. I don't know why, but okay. All right. Let's just do this. We can do this. So, can I see what a yes is going to look like? That's better. I can feel it more alive in the chain. Still doesn't want to move though. All right, there we go. There's something. Okay, and can I see a no? I don't mind if it's subtle. Yep, that's it. And it is subtle. Okay. Can I see the answer for group 3's question? And it does look like it's a yes. Yeah, that is a yes. However, before the yes came, I got the essence or sense or feeling of like trying to push something forwards. So, and then it became a yes there. So yeah, hopefully that was supportive for you. That was just the feeling I got. Use discernment with things like that though, of course. And that is what I have for my beautiful group 3s. So hopefully this reading gave you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance for your week ahead. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye group 3.